Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is Tony Harvin, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Do remember, if you'd like to subscribe to this channel, hit that subscribe button and also hit the notification bell right here and select all to receive all notifications upon the videos that come out on this channel. Also, my backup channel is Tony Harvin Network if you'd like to do the same. Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is Tony Harvin, and welcome to my primary YouTube channel, Tony Harvin. And we also broadcasting from my secondary YouTube channel, Tony Harvin Network. So if you see me commenting or responding to somebody in the chat room and you don't see that person's name, that's because you might be on the other YouTube channel, and the other person may be commenting on the other YouTube channel you're not on. So I greet everybody upon this evening. I'm not here to violate any type of community guidelines, any type of copyright infringement and things like that. Y'all know my disclaimer. I'm not a pastor, preacher, and things like that. This is not a sermon. You understand? This is live conversations number 258. This is 258, the number of this live conversation. You know, some people get it misconstrued and thinking I'm giving a sermon and whatnot. I don't know why, but we just have basic intellectual conversations upon some good topics that we talk about for sure. But of course, we're gonna have people coming in here, changing the subject, coming in here and trolling. But gotta remain professional and things like that, and not let people, throughout the internet, whatever the case may be, get to you. This is a public platform. Anybody can jump into these live chats and whatnot. For sure. Let's check out the chat room. Let me check out the chat room right quick. Donnie, he wrote at 8:22 p.m. Don't you have a wife? No, I don't. I don't know where you get that information from or that question. Nicole Martin says you share the same values with each other. Oh, excuse me. The topic is on marriage. I don't know if people can see the thumbnail and things like that. How do you know if a person is the one for you? How do you know if he or she is the one for you? So to those who have been married for 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 years, feel free to give some good advice to the people on here, for sure. All right, Nicole Martin says, and I'm not here to be a Dr. Phil. I'm learning just like everybody else. We're just having a basic conversation. That's another thing. You know what I mean? Some people get it mixed up like I'm a preacher, and some people get it mixed up like I'm Dr. Phil or Oprah. I'm neither one. You understand? We just have intellectual conversation. That's it. All right. He says you can share the same values with each other, even if you disagree with that person. The connection between you and that person feels, what is that? Empathetic, and eye contact is intense, on one accord with everything. Being acceptance of who you are as a person, rather it be good, bad, ugly, or worse. Okay. You said this is going to be a good subject. What up, Jamal? What up? What up? What up? What up, Von Boston? You said such an excellent topic, worthy of discussion, for sure. Kim says, too much marriage talk for me. I'm 60 and it's over. Hey, hey, you still breathing. You know what I mean? You just never know. You understand? You understand? He said too much marriage talk. What other marriage talk you listen to today? Von Boston said, especially when you have involvement obeying holiness. The majority of the time, we are surrounded by carnal principalities, matrix propaganda. Matrix. What's up to Georgina Flemings? Hope all is well. Finally aware of you. He says hello to all. What's up to Tasha, Levy, oh man, what's up to Jeremy? Christoph Jones, Tyrant Johnson, Cali Boy, what up, what up, what up? Let your light shine. What up, Wendy Smith? Shout out to you. Wendy Smith, what up? Cynthia Davenport, Sandra Moore. He says, good evening. Hope everyone is doing well. I'm enjoying the rain. Thank you, for sure. For sure. Jeremy Dunbar says, leave the feelings at the door. Leave the feelings at the door. What do you mean by that? Diane Farrow, what up, Jen? He says, I'm here, than everything else. Penelope, Sandra Williams, he must be new wife. So he must be new. Oh man. Yeah. Jeremy says you have to be in the same place mentally, financially, and spiritually. Mentally, financially. You know what? Some people may say that's not important and whatnot, but in a marriage, oh yes, that's important for sure. You know what I mean? That's definitely important because hearing a lot of people's situations, in the past and whatnot, that was like one of the main reasons why people separated, divorce, because of financial issues. Maybe the husband has a gambling problem. You understand? He has a problem with going to the strip clubs, spending the money, wasting the mortgage money, wasting the rent money on going to a strip club or gambling and things like that. You know what I mean? A lot of people are not good financially. They're not financially intelligent. So you're absolutely right about that. It doesn't matter on the amount. Yeah, it matters, but it don't matter at the end of the day on the amount each one make. But if they're not even making enough or whatever, if they could put their heads together to be financially intelligent and things like that to work to get better, you understand that'd be cool. It's all about intelligence, financially, of course. I mean, some people rather buy the new Kanye West $400 pair of sneakers, Michael Jordan, versus putting that towards their rent. Listen, I'm fine with taking $10 out of that $500 and going to Walmart and get me a $10 pair of sneakers. I've done it before. You understand that? Why people, man, I want these Jordans, I want this, I want that. Listen, give me the $500. I'll take 10 out of that and give me a pair of sneakers from Walmart at the end of the day. You understand? While some people out there, they spend that money on a $400 pair of Jordans. All right. Sandra Moore says crazy Dr. Phil don't want us to get our HR 40 overdue payment of $350,000. What do you mean by that? What do you mean? What's up to this guy, man? What's up, Billy Kid? What's up, life with the Jones family? What up, the prodigal son? Sheila Davis. Man, I just answered that question, man. You understand? I just answered that question. You know what I mean? You asked me, do I have a wife? I said, no, I don't have a wife. You know what I mean? I say that often when people ask me that question. When I acquire a wife, people will know. I'm not anxious to get one, you know, but if the Lord sees fit that I, get married later on, whatever the case may be, it could be today, it could be tomorrow, it could be 5 years from now at the end of the day. But for sure, for certainly, people will know at the end of the day. For sure. I mean, again, no, I am not married right now. You understand? you, you understand? You know what I mean? But I do respect people who've been in marriages for 30, 40, 50 years, man. They could give some great advice in general. You know what I mean? We're just here having a conversation about, how does a person know at the end of the day? For sure. All right. Cornelius Douglas says, appreciate you, brother. Keep being real. It's a great topic for sure. Thanks for tuning in. All right. Jeremy Dunbar said it was in response to your comment on people getting all worked up. Cool. Jamar says marriage is not for everyone. That's funny right there. He said marriage is not for everyone. What makes you say that? What up to Mr. Ham? Oh man. He says, if you're responsible as a man, you have no business being with anyone. I agree. Life with the Jones family says, I would definitely divorce if my husband would give our money away to another woman. Yeah, I mean, I've heard stories like that. I have. You understand? I have for sure, and that's crazy. I mean, they got a whole wife at home. You can have all that at home. You understand? You got thighs, you got lips, you got all that. That's your wife. You know what I mean? She can provide all those services for free. You know what I mean? Versus, people spending their money on a strip club. Thankfully, thank God, I never been to a strip club. Thank God. You understand? Wasn't my thing. What did I like wasting money on a female for? You know what I mean? She done danced on hundreds of guys, and that's just disgusting. To be honest with you. You know what I mean? That never was my thing ever to go to a strip club and get a doozy from a dirty chick for real. Never was my thing. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's just a big turnoff. When a woman has been dancing on different men. You know what I mean? And who knows when they go into those VIP rooms and stuff like that? Oh no, no way. You understand? Cheap as I am, I wouldn't place $1 on her G string at all. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Not at all. All right. He said, buy some $20, buy some $20 shacks. What's up, 8 Pebbles? Jen says people are pressed like what is that? A panini because you ain't hitched. He said I ain't hitched. Audrey Walker says Life with Jones is laughing. Audrey Walker says marriage is something I would love to do, but I am not ready, but praying for it to happen. 42 years old. Tiara Johnson says compatibility, respect, understanding each other, as well as unconditional love. You will know true love and a real man that is truly committed to only you. Commitment, unconditional love. That's something deep right there. Michelle. You call him a fruitcake. Oh man. Sandra Sandra Williams. What up, Craig? Sandra Williams says, when you find someone who believe in what you believe and like what you like and what you want, belief. That's very important. Very, very important, man. I wouldn't understand how two people, one could be a person, striving for God, and another one be an atheist. You understand? So you're right about that. What's up to then everything after? What up? What up? What up? Let your light shine. He says, when you have two people who desire the Lord and live for Him, anything is possible. Put God first in all things. Communication is the key to knowing you have the right one. Donnie says, how well can you trust in dreams? What do you mean by that? Trust in dreams? Are you talking about if you have a dream and stuff like that about somebody that you desire or whatever, and you had a dream that you and her got married? You know what I mean? Let me know if you're talking about that. Because I done had dreams about people that I married. You understand? One dream I had before, and I'm not interested in her. I don't know why I had this dream. You understand? I don't watch her. Probably when I was younger. But I haven't watched this woman in, I don't know, about 10 years. Never was interested. So the female name, she's an actress, Taraji P. Henson. I had a dream about her one time, and this was like a while ago, and we was married. I'm like, what? I never was interested in her at all. You understand? So I knew that wasn't going to come about. If it's a dream like that ain't happening. You understand? But some people got to know how to differentiate certain dreams and stuff like that. You know what I mean? There's one time I dreamed about getting this job, and I got it in my dream, and I got it the next day. You understand? So you just gotta know how to differentiate certain dreams. All right. Says Davis, what up, what up, what up? Billy the Kid says we have to have the same mindset and believe on God, then everything will work. Jen says marriage is definitely not for me, but we shall see. Only God knows. Hmm. Prodigal son says my cheese. I guess money stays with me. Wife term is non-existent. I mean, hey, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Then everything after says I've been, but don't throw money. Robert Tucker says, good topic. God bless everyone. What up, Robert? With your signature, sign off. Um, Marriage is forever. Everyone, it's just everyone not going. What do you say? Marriage is forever. Everyone, it's just everyone not going to get married. Okay, all right. Oh man, you're funny. Jamar said, speaking from experience, so I'm taking it slow like a snail. Okay, it is what it is. Sheila Davis says anyone who gets married should always have a backup plan financially just in case things don't go well. Mm. A backup plan. That's funny right there. What up, Ernest Beard? I read some of your comments earlier. I'm trying to get to others. I might go back to them. Sister Davis says, loaded question. How do you know he or she is the one? Nowadays, I would take my time to make sure they are the one, or else you could be serving a life sentence. Mm. Jeremy says people aren't built for unconditional love. Nowadays, it's all selfishness. Selfishness. What up, to Deanne Johnson? What's up, to Be Holy? Lady Speed. What up, what up, what up? A Pebble says, I wish I've waited, got married a very young age. I hate it because he was older than me. Want to be my mother and daddy 7 years was enough. Take any more, got out of the marriage. So you're saying that, you wish you should have waited for marriage. You got married at a very young age. He was older and he wanted to be your mother and your father. In a sense, I'm taking that as controlling. You know what I mean? That's what I'm taking it as. What's up, 93 says, I'm almost 30 and single and childless. I'm worried. I'm worried not getting married. I feel like I'm running out of time. Oh man. um Prodigal son says marriage is a life sentence. Gotta be like myself, have my personality. Kelman Gray says, can a woman marry a couple? What? Can a woman marry a couple? Ah, come on, man. Come on now, man. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. I'm only about one wife. That's it. That's what I'm about. One woman, and that's it, marrying. I ain't with the polygamy. I ain't with all that. You understand that? I'm not with it at all. You know what I mean? I'm not here to break down those scriptures or nothing like that, but I believe it says man and woman shall, right, leave their mother and their father and cleave to each other, right, and become one flesh. You understand that? One flesh, in a sense of commitment. So how can a woman marry in a couple? You know what I mean? When it says man and woman, it didn't say man and couple. That's where a lot of people get it confused when they talk about these polygamy relationships, or or two or three or four wives. You know what I mean? So when people have discussions about that, they miss that. They miss the easy part. Man and woman become one flesh. Commitment. Man, woman, not man and three other wives. You understand that? where does that fit in with the 3 or 4 extra wives in that? How does that fit in? You understand? To becoming one flesh at the end of the day. So I don't agree with polygamy. I don't agree with marrying a couple. I don't agree with married people going to those parties and stuff like that. I forgot what it's called. I don't agree with none of that. You understand that? I'm only about if I get married, just one woman. That's it. You know what I mean? My mindset ain't gonna be on another woman. I ain't gonna be thinking about another woman. You understand that? I ain't gonna be wondering about, man, my ex, man, I miss her. I miss how she used to do this. I miss how she used to do that. No way. It's not even gonna be a thought. You know what I mean? When the time comes. So that's how my mindset is going to be. You know what I mean? It ain't gonna be. Listen, it ain't gonna be no type of crack where as though nobody could get in there. Ain't gonna be no crack. You know what I'm saying? So I know some people get bored when they get married. They want to spice up their little sex life and all that other nonsense. Listen, how you get bored? I never got bored in general. Let's keep it real. Back in the day, you know what I mean? So if marriage comes about, I know for a fact I ain't gonna get bored. You know what I mean? But some people get bored. They want to try this. They want to try that. They want to try couples and they want to try all this stuff with different people and whatnot. You know what I mean? I'm not with that. You understand? I'm just not with it. You know what I mean? Listen, I wouldn't want nobody to be touching on my wife. You know what I'm saying? That's me if I have one. That ain't happening. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even want nobody to even look at her. For real. I'll be ready to get down with the get down. But I know how it is out here. You know, some people just don't care. If you're married, they still try to talk to your wife. You know what I mean? All right. Cornelius says the first requirement that I told my wife before we got married is that she must love God more than she loves me, because I don't trust her. I trust the Holy Ghost in her. Okay. Jen, you funny, man. He says, let me participate in this convo, Georgina Fleming. So Tony, once you can be true to yourself around him or her, that's a good sign that individual can be the one. Okay, that's what's up. Good advice from Georgina Flemings. Simply Behold says, future wife, if you're out there, I don't feel like changing our kids' diapers, okay? Please do that. But hey, man, if that's your preference, it's all good. Jeremy says, having the same faith is extremely important. My wife hates, I ain't even going to say that. And now we are separated. She is down, spiraling now because of it. She's smoking and drinking now. My oldest doesn't even want to be around her. What's up to C Mac? What up? Since David says, first, like somebody said, equally yoked, then pray about it. Then check your motives, reasons for wanting to marry a person. Make sure it's for love, not lust. That's what only the eyes see outwardly. That's what's up. It says, you know what? That means can't be trusted if you got to have a backup plan in marriage. He said a backup plan in marriage. A backup plan. That's funny. You know? Prodigal Son says, you never know who's the one. People change overnight. One day you exist, the next day you are a ghost. Wow. I mean, that's true. I agree with that for sure. That's true right there. That is true. You know, people can change. You know, so I guess one has to really try their best to try to really get to know a person. You know what I mean? All right. But although connection can play a big part to a lot of people's marriages, you know, because some people still going at it 30, 40, 50 years and so on in reference to a marriage. Georgina Fleming says, when you're in a relationship and it's not a competition. I like that. That I like. That's a good one right there. I like that one. It's not a competition. Happy with each other, achieve their goals and vice versa. Not a competition. Teamwork make the dream work. I like that. You said marriage isn't for everyone. Not everyone's going to get married. Gotcha. Let me see. What up, Rebel Eric? You says my wife said she wanted a God-fearing man after one of many transgressions I had, but I think she regrets that statement after I came across the TOG. That's funny. You know what? I get emails. I used to get emails and stuff like that. People, like I'm Dr. Phil or something. I'm just a YouTuber, but I don't want. It's okay if people email me about that type of stuff. And when they come across the truth of God and stuff like that, and then they spouse complain about that. So I hear that quite often. David B says, if you're not willing to get married, then you better be ready to remain celibate or go to hell. That sounds like a Geno Jennings quote right there. That sounds like a Geno quote right there. He says, meaning a woman pastor. Oh. So you didn't word it that way, man. I'm thinking you talking about polygamy, man. I'm thinking you talking about that. But anybody can marry. Any qualifying person can marry a man and a female because it's between a man and a woman, and God. So you're saying your vows, you're saying your commitment and things like that between you and your woman and upon God. That person is just there just to witness and to sign a paper. That's it. You understand that? A qualified person, just like, if a person needs papers to get notarized, and you do need certain documents, I believe, to get notarized and stuff like that. You know what I mean? One can't say, man, I want a Holy Ghost filled person to notarize my papers. That's cool. At the end of the day, it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? That person is just there basically to witness and, say what they got to say. But most importantly, the vows is between you, your spouse, your soon-to-be spouse, rather, and God at the end of the day. You know what I mean? I remember Gino was talking about this. I believe it's in, man, what program is it? Should we go there? Should we go? We're going to get the video right now. Forget that. We're going to get the video. I got to go in my bag of tricks right now, and we don't do magic, but we're going to find that video right now. Y'all got to bear with me. I got to go to my notes and whatnot to find that video. Can a woman officiate a marriage? That's what you mean? I'm going to go in my bag of, my videos, because it just came in my head right now. And we're going to play it. We're going to play it. So just give me some time. Bear with me right now. Let me see. I think it's in program 755-758. All right, we're gonna go there right now. Let me see. I'm gonna share the screen in a bit. So just bear with me so I can answer your question right now. We're gonna go to the video where Geno Jennings answers a question like how you asked in general, for sure. The screen should be popping up in a bit. Here we go. Program 755. And is it this one? Let me think. I think it's this one. Because it's two up here. One is in HD and one is not. So let's try this one right here. I think it's that one. All right.
The following religious program is being brought to you by the First Church of our Lord Jesus Christ.
Let me God for the Holy Ghost.
That's right. That's right.
When you're praying out to God, when you're calling out to God,
Right.
I don't care how many people's around.
All right, so I think it's in this program. Let me just check out my notes right quick to find out the exact location to answer your question for sure. But that's a good question right there that, people tend to ask, can a woman officiate a marriage or whatever the case may be? And, because people try to figure out a lot of things upon how to get out of certain stuff and dealing with a marriage. All right, I think I found it. You gotta forgive me, man. This thing is moving kind of slow. 23421 timestamp 23421 23421. Let's see, we got it. All right. Let's find it right now.
That's right.
With all his might.
All his might.
He wasn't breakdancing. He was spinning on. Huh? When you listen, incisions made to puff your hips out. Damn, didn't you?
That's right.
And you walking around squeaking every time you. She's a captain of a ship.
All them void, thereby making
All right, there you go, right there.
in marriages.
Why did you send her to go to the work of God? All right.
This person says on the question of officiating marriages. Who can officiate a marriage ceremony? Since a woman cannot be a preacher, does that also mean that women cannot perform wedding ceremonies? If women perform weddings, does that mean that wedding is null and void, thereby having necessity to perform it over again by a qualified male preacher? This person asks, comes from Gary Thompson.
No way out. A woman got authority to perform a wedding.
That's right.
A woman can be a judge.
That's right.
If she's a captain of a ship. Yes, the Bible's against women preaching, but if a woman perform a wedding, she ain't preaching.
No.
She's just doing a ceremony.
That's it.
So you can't jump on that limb. You're still in prison.
That's right. That's right.
No breakout. You're still in prison.
Amen.
So yes, a woman can perform a prison perform a prison gathering. That's what it is. It's a prison meeting.
That's right.
Yes, you do have the right to perform a wedding to unite that man and unite that woman that never had a living wife or never had a living husband. So yes, she do got that thought as long as she got the right credentials.
That's right.
She's not preaching. No, she's not preaching. She's just uniting two people together.
That's right.
All right.
Next question. Next letter.
There you go. I hope that helps. All right, let's move on to the next question. He says one woman is enough. Taking care of one woman is being supportive is hard enough. Life with Jones says real women don't like to share, especially their husband. Prodigal Son says sometimes a side chick has your back and respect more than a wife. Well, man, listen. You said a side chick. I don't condone in that type of stuff. Side chicks when you're married and stuff like that. I don't agree with it. I don't. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, granted that some people got side chicks, some women got side men. They call them the other word, but some people do. At the end of the day, all right. Georgina Fleming says the key is the person behaves the same in public or private. It's not pretense. He or she is patient with each other, honest with each other. Coleman says accepting that person for who he or she is being. I think I read that one. I read that one already. I think so. I think I read that. Do I need to repeat all of those comments because it's somebody watching that might need to know? I think I might have read that one already. B. Holder says trust is foremost in marriage and total commitment to God Almighty, no matter the age. Oh man. Sheila Davis says, I don't understand why some people get married knowing that they are not ready to be faithful to their partner. Oh man, this is too funny. Jen says, thing that scares me about marriage is you have to see that face for the rest of your life. I'm going to be single. I'm good. I mean, it is what it is, man. like somebody said, every marriages ain't for everybody. You know, like a lot of people said. You know what I mean? For sure. What up, the dream? What up? What up? What up? I played the video already. I'm not gonna answer that question. All right, Billy. I was about to call you Billy the Kid. You says I don't want to marry. I don't want a marriage to be miserable. True love is really hard to find, especially if he or she is very materialistic. That's a good one. No prenup. That's setting yourself up for failure. Fleming says if an individual has seen you at your worst and still make you feel safe without insecurities. Wow, that's deep right there. You said marriage is serious. It's a serious decision. You have to make sure this is the one that God has given you to be with. The worst thing to do is to marry someone because of how they look or how much money they have. I like that one. For sure. Somebody with a sense of humor and not too sensitive would be a start. Funny. What's up? What's up, the Gladys? What up? What up? What up? Larry says, I fasted and prayed from August 7, 2011 to September 11, 2011. That fast was powerful. Here we are 11 years later with 3 boys. That's what's up. That's what's up. A husband and wife also need to be able to split up the duties. One can be better at certain things. Pride can be a dangerous thing. You're right. I heard one bishop said that, from a different organization. He's out of Columbia, South Carolina. I heard him speak about that one day about, a husband can be good at one. He may be a good cook and she may not be. You know what I'm saying? She might be good at, taking out the trash and vice versa. So you're right about that, about the splitting of the duties. If one person is good at cleaning, you know what I'm saying? Listen, let them handle that. You know what I mean? If I'm good at cooking, let me handle that for sure. So you're right about that. All right. You says once you see a person making future plans with you in mind, keep that one real close. That's a deep one right there. Once you see a person making future plans with you in mind, keep that one real close. For sure. You says Tony's other channel had I felt like okay, got you. It is what it is. Mr. Ham says the man has to be the head of his wife, not as a tyrant, as God loved the church. That's what's up. If a woman did you ain't married, it doesn't count. That's why it won't last. Okay. What up to JC1? What up? What up? What up? Hope all is well. What up, Willa Boyd? Hope all is well. You're welcome. Oh man. Somebody said, Brother Tony, you got a girl? They asked me, do I have a wife? Do I have a girl? What's going on? What's going on with that? What's up with these questions? I answer these questions all the time. All the time. Fleming says unconditional love is also good indication he or she is exceptionally special. The one, unconditional love. Appreciate that. Jeremy says, I agree. Tony, side chicks is disrespectful to your wife and the side chick. That ain't Christ-like. Side chicks. Listen, that'd be a good topic for one day. Side chicks and whatnot. And nowadays, listen, they doing the polygamy thing. They out in the open. You understand? Listen, babe. I got this woman. who could join us in the relationship. She could help with the bills, XYZ. Listen, a lot of people is going to that poly type of stuff. You know what I mean? Listen, there's no more side chicks no more. It's being dwindled down. Now people come into agreements to have poly marriages and poly relationships and whatnot. You know what I mean? I'm starting to see this a little bit more often. But you're absolutely right about that. Cherokee says, is it a biblical reason why God Almighty used salt to cover Lot's wife? I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I can't remember the story. What scripture that's in? What's up, Maryland? Oh, you from Maryland? Prince George County? What county? I think Montgomery County also out there too, right? Cowboy says, my brother, I got to run. Okay. I'll be safe out there. All right. Sheila Davis says, the only reason why I said have a backup plan, you never know what situation may come your way, especially if you have children. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Wow. Valid. He says, do you think having before is good? Because what if you get married and she's not what you was expecting? Now you're going to have to spend your life with a chick that don't even turn you on. Well, this is a good question. This is a mature question, the way you asked it. I like how you asked it this way instead of asking it in a more, how people be on their little freaky terms and stuff like that. But this is a good question. You know what I'm saying? I've seen some people before come in the chat room when we was talking about something kind of like this, and they mentioned that they prefer to have that before marriage because of what you said at the end of this comment that you wrote and things like that. That shouldn't be the main concern. You understand that? That shouldn't be the main concern. SEX for sure. I know a lot of people got high drives and stuff like that, and they want to know how that feels and whatnot. But honestly, that's not important. You understand? It's good, but honestly, I don't think that's important, because if somebody is turned on, if somebody is turned off, after the marriage, sit down and have a conversation on which I can work on to make it much better. At the end of the day, that's what marriage is for, right? Teamwork. I think somebody said it earlier. It's not just about self. It's about teamwork. Just like if she doesn't know how to cook in the kitchen, but you have a long work day and, she's home most of the time, and, give her a cookbook. You understand that? Give her some tutorial YouTube videos and stuff like that, how to cook and stuff like that. But that right there, you gotta talk to. One has to talk to their own spouse about that in the bedroom. That's that. Man, you can't look that up. No, you understand that? That's a conversation for them to discuss and to how to make things work in that department at the end of the day. You understand that? So I ain't no Dr. Phil. I ain't no Oprah. You understand? I ain't no marriage counselor, but you know what I mean? A lot of people who get married, they have their things with that, whereas though they might be turned off and stuff. Listen, people email me and stuff like that. Like, I give advice left and right. Listen, I'm still learning. I'm still learning, but we all grown here. We all know what the scripture says about that. Granted that a lot of us are hard-headed. Yeah, we are. You know what I'm saying? But if a man marries a woman and, they have, their honeymoon and whatnot, and he's not feeling it, what he going to do? Divorce her? You understand that? Or what the man going to do before marriage? He going to go out there and, let me try Tiffany. Let me see how she feel. Okay, I don't like Tiffany. Next week, let me go try Suzanne. I don't like Suzanne, how she feel. Let me go try Deborah. So it's going to be a never-ending cycle. You know what I'm saying? So is he looking to marry the woman for sex, or is he looking to marry the woman because of real true love? You understand that? So let me know. All right. Sister David says, one thing, if you find the person is selfish and not stingy, not giving, or if immature, definitely run away. Nicole Morris says, marriage is definitely for me. What's up, Jay King? What up, what up, what up? He said, too many entanglements. Too many entanglements. Wow. Wow. Poor Will. Poor Will. Poor Will. Oh man, that's funny. It's an absolute must that the two are saved part of the body of Christ. I like that one. I like that one. For sure. What up? What's up, the great? What up? What up? What up? Yo, these comments is funny. Jeremy says it's like a business proposition with the poly situations. Yep. You're right. I guess you responding to that question, I believe Jackie Cherokee mentioned, says salt represents being salted, but the past looking in your former state, holding, preserving the things of the past, but can also mean the reverse. Craig Giselle says in reference to Jacqueline Cherokee, I believe. Okay. Oh man, Life with Jones says a woman has to keep herself up at all times. Yeah, yeah. Nicole Morris says, and it seems hard for good people to marry these days. Wow, y'all funny, man. Are you agreeing with marriage? And you know who you are? Okay, I'm under the bridge. Sister David says, I don't think you should sample the milk before you buy it, before you buy the cow or meat, because you can always work it out, teach them what to do, and show them how you like to be pleased. It's called communication. Amen to that. Amen, for sure. He said no taste testing. No taste testing. Wow. Oh man, y'all funny. He said no taste testing. He said that's wild. Jinju says, I can't imagine marrying a boring shy. That would be torture. Okay, I mean, everybody got their own preference for sure. Y'all is funny. Never married for sex, just you do. All right. Oh, okay. I got you. At Valid. I got you. You know what I mean? I understand. You know what I mean? What you said. You know what I mean? You said I asked that because lots of women let themselves go after marriage. You know what? I'm just going by what people tell me and what I watch, in reference to like documentaries and whatnot, And a lot of people do let themselves go after marriage. They think they feel too comfortable. You're right. Some people desire the person before marriage, and once they get married, the person let themselves go. It's of course it's not all about appearance and whatnot, but somebody, who's 140 pounds and she like 5'4", petite and everything, look good, and 5 years later she shoot up to 500 pounds. It's like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm pretty sure the man shouldn't complain about it because he should want to do things to, help her on her health and stuff like that. Like Sister David says, communication. If a man don't like, his woman gaining weight, in certain areas, speak to her about it for sure, and vice versa. You know? All right. I don't want to turn this into a race thing at Prodigal Son. I don't want to do that. Mr. Ham says if you get married because of sex, that relationship was already doomed. Christopher Span says, I'm still fresh in my marriage. I'm shutting up and watching the comments. I can say God must be first, and me and my wife are still learning together in all aspects of things in marriage. God first. That's what's up. It's important to grow and learn one another. That's what's up. Prone 2101 says, if I'm divorced as a man and there is no chance of reconciliation with my wife, how hard do you think it will be for me to stay alone and dedicate my life to Jesus Christ and become a living sacrifice? I can't answer that. Now that's something you got to speak with a preacher or whatever the case may be, because my opinion don't matter with that. You understand? My opinion is way less than what the scriptures say at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Because my opinion could be something else. You know, I always say this. A lot of things is hard to come up to, for sure. I can't sit here and say this, whereas though if I'm putting that situation, if I'm putting that position, it's like, wow, man, like, you know, this is tough, for sure. So I can't sit here and say like, man, how can somebody stay alone and stay celibate and whatnot and things like that? You know, my opinion don't matter. You know, I may want to do what I may want to do what I want to do, despite what somebody's saying. You know, so I would advise you to go speak with a preacher and whatnot. You know, preferably, you know, I guess from the truth of God and things like that. You know, a minister to really talk about that. Now that's something that they could deal with that. You know, because like I said, what I think and stuff like that. You know, I know sometimes the flesh can get a certain way. You know, when you separated or divorced and whatnot and stuff like that, and like, man, I ain't vibing with her. You know, I ain't vibing with my wife. I ain't see her in 2 or 3 months. You know, there goes Susie across the street. She's single. She look nice. You know, she respectful. And it's like, man, you know what I mean? I mean, it's tough. It's tough out here in reference to the teachings of holiness. You know, for those who are in holiness and stuff like that. You know what I mean? It's just sound. It's just that's tough, man. That sounds tough. But like I said, my opinions and what I think don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Because I can say what I would do. You know what I'm saying? In reference to what I want to do. You know what I mean? Okay. What is that? Hilda says, how are you? I'm good. I'm so happy I finally caught you live. Thank you for all you do. This is a great topic. Appreciate that. Thank you for tuning in. Shout out to you. Hope all is well with you, for sure. God bless. Gladys says, I help many couples who wants to give up. It's joyful to see them come back together. Marrying someone that comes from a different culture can be a challenge too. Oh man, this man making this a race thing, man. Come on, prodigal son. You're about to get it started up in here. You're about to get it started up in here, for sure. I ain't putting that comment up, man. Oh man. This man said Asian women got the lowest divorce rates. And then he said black women got the highest divorce rates. Now I don't know, man. I don't know about that. I don't know about that, man. Eric says, let yourself go. Women nowadays level up in a bad way with BBLs and things of that sort. Not everyone looking at your wife. You're right. You're right about that. You know, with the BBLs and the getting surgeries and whatnot. Listen, do it the right way. Work out. Eat right. You know what I mean? A lot of people have died from that type of stuff. You know, they want to get they want to get their rear done, lips and all other nonsense done for what? For what? You understand that? Listen, I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? I really don't get it for sure. What up? MJP says 34 years deep today. 34 years. Wow. You've been married for 34 years. That's crazy. In a good way. That's what's up, man. You know, I have a question about marriage, and I don't think PJ spoke on this. If you go to the courthouse to get married, are you married? But is a pastor supposed to bring a man or woman together? We just put the video up. We put the video up. I put the video up of that. Who can officiate a marriage? We put that up already. You know, and that covers your question right there. Who can officiate a marriage? You know, a judge, a woman preacher, anybody. You understand who's qualified and whatnot. That he was saying. You know, it's not preaching. You know, it's just basically being a witness to the marriage. That's it. You know what I mean? And you know, signing those papers, those and to get notarized or whatever the case may be, and you know, to certify it. You know, that's it for sure. But we put that video up. All right. Christopher Span says, for men, yes, we are the head and we're supposed to lead, but from experience, she won't be submissive and will not respect you if there is nothing to respect. You're not a good leader, facts. Oh, and you're not a good leader, facts. Okay. Life with the Jones family says, if a woman keeps themselves up like working out, it keeps everything tight. Magnificent. Georgina Fleming says, finding an individual that brings out the best version of you will make you happier and healthier. He said the Jello shots. Oh man. He said these women nowadays looking like the Frankenstein monster with all them piercings. And you know what? You're right. What a lot of people, a lot of guys tend to like that type of stuff. Why? I don't know. I really don't know at all. You know? Fleming says certain things need to be aligned with each other, goals, values, the must-haves. You're right about that. And Nicole Martin says, I'm not prejudiced, but my son's father married a different race, and he's miserable and regret it today. Violet says, my black queens don't want to get married no more, so now we got the passport bros. They're making this a race thing now. Since David says, I guess you're right into the great. I respect your opinion, but love covers a multitude of faults according to the scriptures. That's what's up. That's what's up for sure. You know, you're right about that. You can't stop someone looking at your wife as long as she ain't bringing her neck looking back just as hard. You're right. You can't stop nobody from looking at your spouse. You know, especially if you got an attractive woman. You know, people gonna look at her on social media. You know, they're gonna look at her at work. They're gonna look at her, you know, outside of work. They're gonna try to talk to her when she's alone, at the supermarket, at work. They're gonna try. You know, guys is gonna try. You know, oh, he ain't gotta know. You understand? Some people wear rings on their finger. Oh, that ring don't mean nothing. Or we can't be friends. you know, or send you some flowers at your desk, you know, little jokes and whatnot. They try to creep in. Listen, I've been around the block before. I've been around the block before. You know, I know how fellas can be when they see an attractive woman and she's married. You know, they don't care. They like a challenge. But a true woman who's for her husband and things like that, you know, she laid down right here. Listen, I got a husband. Leave me alone. You understand? No flirting. No joking in the way of you think you could get with me. None of that. You understand? Thank you for the compliment. I got a husband. You know what I'm saying? Leave me alone. I'm in love with my husband. That's it. That's all I want. That's all I want to think about is my husband. And vice versa with the man. You know? You're going to have women that throw themselves at you left and right. You know what I'm saying? I'm not arrogant or anything, but it happens. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't preparing before marriage, how to handle when you get that type of attention, how you gonna do it when you get married? How you gonna do it when you get married? You know, when a woman is trying to talk to you outside, on a computer, at work, you know what I mean? Customers trying to flirt with you. You know what I mean? You got to know how to avoid that type of stuff. You know, me personally, I really don't look in people's people's eyes for too long. I really don't. You know, because people can be on some, you know, freaky stuff. Seriously. You know, so prepare before you get married, how to avoid that type of stuff, you know. So when you get married, you'll be okay. You know what I mean? But some people entertain that stuff when somebody try to talk to them. You know what I mean? You can see it on social media. A woman's married. A guy write a comment to a picture or something like that. Wow, you sure look good. You sure look sexy. Thank you. Thank you. What? What? You know? Nah. And vice versa, for sure. All right. Let me see. Christopher Span says, I play no games. You says that's not racist, that's national statistics. Well, I don't know. Because from my experience, speaking to, you know, Asians and whatnot, listen, a lot of them was going through what they call in the Philippines annulments. They use that term a lot over there in the Philippines, and a lot of them was going through that. You know, it's rare that I run into a sister, and you know they going through a divorce and whatnot. So, just statistics could say that, you know, which is okay, whatever. But from what I've experienced and people I've talked to, it could be equal. You know what I mean? But just because, let's say, if prodigal son is right, you know, Asians have a low divorce rate. I'm not going to sit here and run to an Asian woman. You know what I'm saying? And males shouldn't run away from sisters. You know, granted that we all have our own preferences at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? We all have our own preferences. I'm not big on, you know, okay, this woman is, I don't know, Arab. She's not my type. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, people got their own preference, appearance-wise and stuff like that, which is fine. That's cool. You know, so if you got the link to that national statistics, if you can send it to me. You know what I'm saying? I would like to view that, the statistics to that. And that sounds very interesting. All right. Finally, way of view says my parents been married 50 plus years. My brother 34, my other brother 23 years. Old sisters. Oh, you talking about marriage, or you talking about their age? Finally, way of view. All right. MJP says marriage is hard work. Today is my 34th year anniversary. That's what's up, man. You know what I mean? You know, people like you been married that long. It's good to take advice from, for sure. You know what I mean? That's what's up. Definitely appreciate you, the encouragement that you can give someone based upon, wow, this man or this couple been married for 34 years. It's like, wow, man. I wanna uh I would have hope to get to that level and more time wise for sure. All right. So that's what's up. Congratulations to you at MJP. All right. Let me see. Let me see. Hmm. Fleming says if he or she is not afraid of saying I'm sorry, it says bonus just emphasizing bonus why it's hyphenated. Okay. That's what's up. Mm. Christopher Span says many of our black brothers and sisters take the what is that pan-Africanistic poles. These poles are made to separate other races from getting married or having children. Been there and studied that. Pebble says some people's get married and don't know how to treat each other. So why get married in the first place? Yvonne Gentles, that name sound familiar. That name sound real familiar. Yvonne Gentles. I think it's been years. That name seemed familiar. Hope all been well with you. He says he the one when he gives up himself, ego for you, and she the one who accepts, responds, submits to that. Got you. For sure. You're welcome at MJP. All right. We're coming to a conclusion with this topic and whatnot. I thank everybody for tuning in. If you got any last comments, if you got any last remarks to this topic, for sure, it's definitely a good intellectual conversation. You know, you can leave your last remarks in the chat room. We're working on a biblical discussion coming soon and whatnot. Thank everybody for tuning in. More videos is coming to this channel, Tony Harvin, and my secondary YouTube channel. Do remember we was live from 2 channels tonight. No, she's not a troll. You said Tony loved them black queens. I'm not a person, you know what I'm saying, just stuck on one race. You know, I'm for everybody. You know, whether she's Caucasian, whether she's black, whether she's Asian, Arab, whatever. At the end of the day, for sure. You know, if it be the Lord's will, hey, I'm all for it. You know, and I respect that. You know, in the near future, whatever the Lord has for me, if you do or if you don't. All right, Devon Gentle says, you blessed. That's what's up. All right. Earl spins by decision. For sure. At Jen. Good night to you too. At Sheila Davis Pebbles. I got spins by decision, me too. He's funny. He said he wanted to show his girl off. Sue. SR. I'm gonna call you SR. Brother Jen is really funny. He said boy by KO. I don't know what fight you're gonna be watching, man. All right, hope everybody have a wonderful night. I'm Tony Harvin. I'm signing off. We'll be back with some more videos. I wanted to talk about that chick, Carla Russell. She was arrested. That's what I wanted to talk about. So maybe I'll talk about that tomorrow. You know what I mean? Carla Russell was arrested. You know, we just talked about it yesterday, but I would have hoped I have more time today, but I don't. You know, it's coming towards bedtime for work. Everybody have a wonderful night. God bless to everybody out there. I'm Tony Harvin. I'm signing off. Enjoy. Peace. Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is Tony Harvin, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Do remember, if you'd like to subscribe to this channel, hit that subscribe button and also hit the notification bell right here and select all to receive all notifications upon the videos that come out on this channel. Also, my backup channel is Tony Harvin Network if you'd like to do the same.